Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome to KingAwwtha's Lunchtime Gaming. Well, yeah, it's lunchtime. I don't know, I figure a name for this whole thing. Besides that, welcome to the stream. I am KingAwwtha, and yes, I am wearing a hamburger shirt because it's an inside joke in the family. Not because I steal hamburgers. Honestly, it's because my grandmother had this McDonald's tape. See, back in the day, McDonald's had these little read and play tape things. You know, when you put your cassette tape in and it reads you a story, kind of like an audiobook, but before audiobooks. Well, there was a hamburger one that I would have my grandma play over and over and over and over again, and she got annoyed with it, so she actually like threw the thing away so I would be able to find it. So this year for last year for Christmas, I got this hoodie and I wore it, and I gave my grandma a hamburger pop for Christmas. It tickled her to the point where like she talked about how she actually threw away the tape. But yeah, so a little insight on Pediwet, you know, my life. Anyway, let's dive into this episode. So the last time, y'all got to meet Class 7 and their teacher, Instructor Sarah. So, it was a good turnout. I actually had a lot of views, by like 20 views, which is actually good for my channel. Haven't had that many views on a lot of my stuff on my channel, so hopefully this is going to be a good episode. So, we're going to find out. At times, you're going to probably see me fade out of the little camera thing at the bottom right here. Yeah, right here? Yeah. So, if that's the case, then you'll hear my voice. I will try my best to chat and explain things if you're not caught up. If you aren't caught up and you're trying to figure out what's going on, my YouTube channel has the first episode that I did, so you can watch that. I also realized that I talk fast in my streams. That's because it's ADD, ADHD. I've always talked fast, even as a child, and I'm not apologizing. That's just how I am, and it's how I talk. So I will try to slow things down as much as I can, but I guarantee you no promises. Anyway, let's begin. So we are beginning the first day. Well, not really the first day. Like, oh wow, almost a month has passed at Thor's. I think it's a free day. Got my coffee mug. It has an old wedding date that we tried to have in 2020, but COVID. They're at their dorm. They have a dorm. Screen's room.
Alright.
Is there an auto? There has to be an auto thing on this one. Is it a triangle? Is it a square? A circle? Maybe it's the options button. Nope. So that's Reen's family. You have his father, Baron Teo Schorzer, his mother, I forgot his mom's name, and his sister, Elise. And, spoiler alert, Reen has a sister complex. So, anime.
Time to get going.
Oh, Reen!
It's Elliot.
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
He's like a Dragon Ball character. He can like sense energies and power levels and stuff.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
Never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
Oh yeah. But it gets over soon, so.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to.
Oh, she knows. She's just trying to be. And it's funny because the last episode she said if she let every little thing get to her, she would improve. But she's letting this little thing, well, not really little. I mean, it was an accident. Rain did fall on her in between her chesticles, so yeah.
Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
Oh yeah.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can. Whatever that may be.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well, too.
Yeah.
As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get. Like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end.
They get to a little impasse at some point, of course. I mean, that's how usually these things are in anime.
When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
I think this might be the choice for the song for today. Checking out some things on my phone.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Get them steps. Get them steps, Elliot. I need you to be like the best white mage ever. Get them steps, bro.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Oh boy. Patrick High Arms.
Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Okay, so, you know how I had mentioned before in explaining this game that there are characters that you
so
don't
they're
expect
from one of the upper classes.
to have a change of characters? Y'all thought Machias is gonna have a change character? That guy comes in clutch in the later games. He's not a playable character, but he comes in clutch. And you'll see how.
This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Especially the strongest like
That's
young
the
woman.
infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
Thomas Lysander.
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions, a civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Drykels Rysei Arnor. He would later become known as Drykels the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Drykels' army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drykels first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer, would you care to tell the class?
The place where Drykels gathered her first. Oh, don't act like y'all don't do this when you're stuck somewhere. I know you. It was in our Highlands, Asian It was there that he heard the Civil War take place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. Thanks. Academic points. By making good decisions, acting appropriately, and completing quests, you will receive AP, academic points. When you accumulate enough academic points, your rank will increase the next time you report a quest. There are 15 ranks ranging from B7 to A0, and every time your rank increases, you will see a perk from the academy. Thanks to Lisa's assistant, Reen receives the same correct amount at the beginning of a correct answer. In future instances, however, any bonuses begin with a correct answer from the start. So, that was a freebie. Next time I have to make sure I check these and get them correct. OCD.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Amen, sister.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one. So feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
I'm a little worried about that practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still getting used to the staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure that we have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer. I was planning on attending the club practice today. Oh, you joined the club already? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band. So I'm not sure how much they'll have for a violinist. I didn't know you to play the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any of the school's clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art, huh? Somehow that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back home. Taught myself though, so I feel like this would be a chance to know the proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see some of your work sometime. Oh, good, you're still here. Instructor? Is there a problem? No, is there something someone could do a see little favor for me? There's something I need picked up in the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would that be? That's for me to know and for you to find out. All I say is it's something absolutely essential to your school life. If somebody needs to get it, though, it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. If I show up to the student council room and tell them that you don't know I'm here, right? There, right? But wait. Are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to, right? I'm still totally undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs of myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind, thank you. The student council room is the student union building next door at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Oh, okay. The student council room is on the second floor of the student union building to the east of here. I'm counting on you. Of course, instructor. Is there a reason you're still here, though? Don't tell anyone, but I actually left the student registry in here and forgot all about it. Good thing I remembered, though. Otherwise, I would have to sit through another of the vice principal's lectures. She's not actually like a habitual teacher, is she? If I remember correctly, the student building should be to the east of the main building. It doesn't seem like it's too urgent, though. I'll have it. Maybe I'll have to. There's more towards just the main campus and the classroom. This other facility is located on campus. The auditorium is used for events like the entrance ceremony. Although this building is normally closed, it will be open during certain events. The field is home to more athletic activities such as practical exams. Many sports clubs, such as lacrosse and running clubs, use this area to practice too. The gymnasium is used for training purposes. There you'll find the pool and the training hall. Those two facilities are managed by the swimming and fencing clubs respectively. As such, the gym's usually a lively spot. The engineering building is in effect no place for ornament maintenance and is managed by the engineering club. While you can't enter for now, you'll find yourself there again and again during your time at Thor's. The library holds a variety of papers and books for your personal. It serves as a handy space for study and research. You can also go there to brush up on all the terminology you can handle. The student union building is a place for students to relax and unite. The first floor serves as some stores and a cafeteria. You'll find the cultural clubs on the second floor, even a salon reserved for upper classes of students on the third. Student Academy Student Union.
This should be the Student Union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Hey there, first year. How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
What?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
It's in neither one of them.
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Wait! My 50... mirror. He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Guy's good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
I feel like they casted him very good with the voice. I'm not mad at it at all. On the first floor of the student union building, you'll find both the cafeteria and the campus store. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. Meanwhile, the store sells common equipment like recovery and movement, like weapons and recovery items. This makes the best way to stock up supplies for bodies. Oh god, I'm tired. The place. There's definitely someone still inside. I can sense it, but not when it's working.
come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption.
Big Sister Toa.
Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the Student Council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the Student Council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
Toa Herschel.
The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the Student Council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the Student Council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Notebooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it.
Mm-hmm. Big Sister Toa is such a hard worker.
Is that really part of the Student Council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
You don't know your instructor, Reen.
Technically, you're right. But she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the Student Council with our work. Right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
The music is just so good.
dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria.
That's what Big Sister Toy does.
And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rien Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
I love Sarah.
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Testing. Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. Afterwards, Reem returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room after a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view overall achievements and characters tab in your notebook. Both can be accessed by pressing the touchpad or the choosing note from the camp menu, then selecting the respective tabs. Alright, President Toilet, we need to charge for handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get done with this tonight. Use more classroom jobs on the night before each free day. Happy, however, when the story progresses, when should we return to Rin's room? We gotta go every room, person's dorm room. Hell yeah. Hey there, Reed, something the matter? Toy gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Elliot. Ooh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin in here? Sorta, it's pretty late, so I wasn't playing per se. Just doing the fingerings and the motions. The wind orchestra me isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I'd get some practice tonight. Wow, you're really into your music, huh? I can't imagine being people that many that invested in your hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in the dorm were a bit soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night long without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. I think the boys are here and the girls are down there. This should be Marcus's room. Who is it? It's me, Marine. I got something here for you. I'll be right there. Me hitting Marcus's notebook. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You've got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well then, you should make sure to get plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up that snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, good night. Guys, evening, Rain. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I'll get your shit in a notebook here. Here you go. Guys, are introduced. Rain handed Guys his notebook. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it. What's that hanging over the wall? That's an ornament I made in the Northern Highlands. I thought that'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you spend tomorrow painting. Yeah, I'm planning on going to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Haha, will do. And this means that this is Eustace's room. This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I got your student notebook here. Very well. Reen handed Eustace the student notebook. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading. Rule? What kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? While we may live in the same room, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity means to me that does not give you the license to intrude on my private life. You're right, I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be mindful when and whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to use you at every turn. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. Simple way of saying, don't be nice or you get used. It takes a while for Eustace to warm up. I think that's the instructor's rooms. And the girls are right here. I need to give Elisa her notebook too. Right, here goes. Who is it? It's me, Breen. What do you want? What have you been thinking of coming into something to get this girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Rain explained that Toa had asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a second. Rain took out Elisa's notebook. It should be this one. Let's see. Elisa, right. Don't read that! Such a reason. I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry, I couldn't tell which one is without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. But it seemed that R is just an initial. I didn't finish reading her phone name before she in my hands, though. Is reading when she's hiding it? Oh, there's a reason. This should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I got something here for you. Coming! Reen handed Fee her student notebook. Cheers! I just did. That's me, too. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, I just want to give you the notebook. Great. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up sitting here anyway. Fee opens up more than you think she will. It should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Reen handed Laura her student notebook. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you here doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was perfectly practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should go do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy if I had someone to deal with sometime. Well then, good night. Good night. They have that kindredship of training. And then we have Emma. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, I don't really know. How are you planning on spending your day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture club has to offer yet, so I'll be visiting tomorrow. Alright, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if there's anything really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Elisa soon. You hear this now? Well, you weren't exactly quiet. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for your notebook, too. All the notebooks have been delivered. It is time to go to Reen's room and rest. Should I call it a day? Choosing the restaurant will change the day and main story advance. Yes. Yep, it's kind of like the Persona feel, y'all. It's got the school theme, and then also has the RPG with the war and blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Friday, Sundays every day. April's task. Old school mystery, orbital delivery, and noteworthy loss. You can view the quests in your tabs in your notebook. The quest automatically records all the progress of the quest and certain activities you undertake. It can be accessed by touching the touchpad or on the choosing note in the notebook. Bonding points. On free days, the special events can be triggered with certain classmates and subcharacters. These are called bonding events. At one point, will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bond with that character will be strengthened. When that time comes, advance to evening, all day bonding will be available. Exchange, you can receive 1 point, which you can use to trigger an exclusive bonding point. At 3 bonding points. Oh, this has like all the characters. Okay, I can't look at those just yet. Whew. Pretty busy there, Elliot. I was see that's the fact. How was that? I just carried them off here. I was hungry. I believe that. I see that there's food in one of these. That's right, let's do them. Well, I am already shaking my hand. Yes. You know you really say I'm not to help out? Really, you would? Well, I should appreciate it. Rin and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Ooh, we're done about half of these now. Let's go ahead and get rid of my camera. Huh, that really I didn't expect there to be so much because of everything. There has to be a month worth of food in here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now that I feel bad about just dragging you to it. My sister is way too big for me sometimes. Oh, you got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always a bit on the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, quite nice actually. You can tell her that she really cares about you. Huh? Really? Oh. Elliot took a warm piece. More looking piece of sheet music box. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone's got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. I'll tell you the truth, I actually went to a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? And I guess joining the window just wasn't a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thorns instead of a music academy. Weird? Really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Kind of sure thing one of these days. I didn't return this for another package, let me get through and cover the strength of my efforts. Oh, okay. Well, that helped a lot. Their link bond from the last game. Go find Marcus. I'm surprised to find that it's quite something. You can tell this cafe uses some high quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're really knowledgeable when it comes to coffee then. Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it for as long as I can remember. They say I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. So I'm drinking now. That explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Reagan is. Thing of, is that tea I see you drinking? It is, I'm more used to tea than I am coffee. But tea here is nice relaxing too. I'm not sure I'll never stand the appeal. It doesn't help that I always associate with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble tipping away at the cup the other day. There couldn't be any other than Eustace. And how do you sit arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try then? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. Just try some of my coffee too then. They pour some of their drinks in the spots. You're right, this isn't so bad. I'm glad to hear it. I'm actually consider having some coffee next time I actually really study. It keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't two of us study here sometime then? Sounds like a plan. And if the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. Yabanamaki is strengthened. Marcus and Marina Marcus reached level 5. Let's go find Laura. Oh, the fisher guy. Julian's learning how to learn how to fish. Man, the weather was perfect today. The fish will really be biting today. Looks like a student from the upper classes. Lake Lord. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You got one of those red uniforms like last year from class 7. That's right, my name's Regan Schwarzer. Are you first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'll like it. We got the pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's really laid back himself, especially for a noble. Let's take it to Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing. You catch on quick. Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there's a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. That seems like you're having fun at least. You don't know what quite fishing any time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how'd you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Fishing. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad just when this stuff, getting stuff happen. You don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away till your heart's content. Oh, what? I just know that for now. It's not all important. Oh yeah, once you start at landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that all that's explained, it's up to me to head off. I got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing on the pond campus if you want to join me. I'm still confused about all the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. I don't see the label says made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute, isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous, and I'd assume experts on fishing. He's looking over there. It seems like it'd be a decent piece of spot. Bonnie said it's available too, so maybe I'll get that shot when I have time. Oh, my mirror from the last game is still there, so we're good. Logins. Given your uniform, I assume you're a part of Class 7. That's right, mind if I ask who you are? My name is Patrick. I'm from Class 1. Huh? Class 1? That's one of the upper classes, right? I'm Regan Schwarzer. Pleasure to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? I couldn't in my good conscience say I was pleased to meet anyone from some pathetic group of nobodies falling in class. While you're at this academy, it'll serve you remember your place. We wouldn't want commoners to start thinking a little special treatment makes them better than nobles now, would we? the thought went from my mind. Thanks for the advice. This guy's a real peach. Alan. And of course Patrick is the noble who sealed the sword. Are nobles really that much better than us? Freedom. Alan, if you just focus here, you'll be alive. Ah, right, sorry. Bridget. My friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little visit. It seems really busy right now, though. I won't want to interrupt him. I'll stop by some other time. Alan and Bridget. Aww. There's Laura. Monica. Wow, look at that cool. Sticky. Now, a weird thing about this game is that some of these characters that you see show up in later games as side characters. Or, like, just appearances. Like, Clean shows up in 3 or 4, I think. Good day, Reen. Have you come for a swim, too? Not quite. I'm surprised swimming clubs act as this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water's rather chilly, but I'll think it makes it good for training. How'd you not say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Yeah, let's go get the bottom of it. It'd be nice if you watched the club for a while. You get no objection for me? In fact, you came along for a time. I was about to test my short distance speeds. Do you mind if you record my times? Sure, I can do that. Goal! That took you 22.34 seconds. Whew. Just a so-so time. So-so, you tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he can probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's a Brady and Blade Master. His skimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding, I can hardly take my eyes off her while she's in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? No, don't mind me, haha. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours then. Perhaps more a habit than especially. My grandma's located alongside a lake and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems doing so slightly improve my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you've been more in a combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword that we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences you so much of your life seems so very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. If you have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck, I know you can do it. There's a quest. That's the principal. Optional books. Colette. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council. Yes, I did, but you're the guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council? Nothing but that. Yeah, the Student Council president told me you're handling your request. So that's how it is. And we're both first years, and we've seen... lesson was amazing. That's no big deal. So you wrote the note about looking for your student notebook? Yeah, look anywhere. Since it's foreign, the start of it doesn't mean you're going to start looking right away. They said one person must be going to help me with this, someone else to do it. So that's what I has to arrange. Well, sure, you can count on me. Really, thank you so much. When we get to your side, I think I need your information and help finding it. Let's go find this notebook. The cameras are all funky. That should be it, but I should hit the control. Unless it's on. Did you find it? Yep, assuming this is your actual notebook. Actually, why don't you check your show? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of IDs we students have if been lawful if I lost it. Just as our instructor would have chewed off my head if I get another one issued. Thank you so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry. I'm just really... I didn't know it's important. You still I'm glad that helped you out. By the way, or did you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor, and many people that people use the rest of the area. It was one of those just sitting there. Something like, oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. I think I dropped it once I was sitting on the floor. I heard it fall in my pocket at the time, so I didn't lose it. Why was sitting down to do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? One of my skirt pockets usually. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pants pockets too. But you might want to use your jacket pocket from now on. It's not gonna fall out there. That's why I used to put mine, and I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We got those? Well, if I didn't know the girls' jackets were different boys, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I didn't know this was even there. There's no way my notebook would have followed these. That's all my pocket problems. Happy to help for your service. You really been a big help today. This really makes up for it. We can set this little talking about thing. Accessory? I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day and I'm ordering two by mistake. So I can't really both at once, so it makes sense to giving it to someone who might be able to use it. Well, for sure, thanks. Yeah, that's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Reen. Let's go to the engineering building. This is the first quest with George. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa for the first run of the Academy. You got a good memory. George Gnome. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You really shows her for class 7. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Told me something that you're helping out the student council. You probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've been enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much, but I am curious. This is the engineering building, right? With all the machines and equipment here, it actually certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of it as this academy's very own orbit factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Well, that's pretty impressive. I assume you prepared all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request too? That's right, I handle the stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I actually do it for me? Of course. What do I need to do? What I need to know? Awesome, so here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver these three Orbital products for me. First one is the Orbital scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in Home Economics Room on the second floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from Cooking Club, Home Economics Room. Okay, got it. The next two are both in town. So you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there's so much talk about the club, I started getting requests from people from Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Huh? Sure does. The second delivery I need to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Mick at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central district, so keep an eye out of the way. Kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An orbital lamp of the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southeast district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there, and she'll call out to Michael for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael. Radio Trista, ex-receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to go easy getting those raw. Make sure, man. Be sure to report to be back when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Let's do this. Nick's pawn shop. You got a ticket, or you just went to shopping? Actually, I do. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will ya? Right, this guy doesn't seem too friendly. Huh, the kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a paper problem worker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who would have thought an item would break right after I paid it for it? That's a nasty surprise. Did you get a lot of students in here, out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this as an exchange shop. So, like, items for sale? Oh yeah, I got something in a while back that a kid like you might like. And sure is this way of saying thanks for delivering. Like that. Latest a card game or something? Seems that way, some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I have a brother to play, but you can give it a try or don't, or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I have a strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have any work with it, but oh well. Oh yeah, another thing. My shop's got the finest selection of heroes and all Trista. You don't see anything you like, come back later. I change the codes up sometimes. When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for really enjoying playing in the cars or whatever. Anytime. Radio Trista. I'm gonna skim through this. Oh, that's right, the cooking club in the first. Let's go back to George. I was thinking over the deliveries, all 3 of them. Nice work. Now that you've finished delivering those, what do you think of the place to deliver them to? Well, it's certainly all unique, but it's the place inside. None of the place I know is good either. A lot more from this also. It feels great. Good though, kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George may have met his request successfully when I say, I feel like I know my work into the academy now that I'm done. Who's that? If she's hanging around here, she must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing before what? What does it mean? I don't know. I got another request to finish. Land about does it now, your report got charged. So she doesn't charge that. Now to the principal. Here's your permission slip. I'm really sorry I made you wait for so long. It's no problem at all. I'll be making my way to the church now. Take care. Excuse me, Principal. I'm really sure it's a request of it. Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. He looks very close up that he did this. What? He's about 2 hours tall. So it tells me you accepted my request. I really appreciate time to think about your free day to assist me. It's no problem at all, sir. So you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground of the old schoolhouse? Precisely, and I could have found a better man for the job because sending your classes down there recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I should already stop there, however, do accept my apologies. Oh, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of already figured out she was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there's a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, I was told. Now that you mention it, I did get this itchy feeling that while I fought it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if, indeed, almost as if it was no monster at all, but a demon. Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In my experience, if left alone, it'll only regenerate to original stature form eventually. Really? As a result, the area has been long used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange altercations have been occurring there. I received reports such as ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie noise from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go investigate whether reports any truth to those reports then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk around the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are qualified, you and your prior experience down there. I suppose that is true. I'll be happy to take this mission. Though if that gargoyle has generated, things might get a little tricky. If that's not the case, I will have no objection for you turning at all of you turning back. I should also stress that I am making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, understood. I'll do this that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this thing. Schoolhouse key. It's the key to the front of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. Alright, we're about to go to a battle now. It opened. Once I start exploring the squirrels, get into that all be a time like day. Before we should check, make sure and everything continues. Get it. Here we go. I wonder if anyone. You can use your Arcus to call members for the assistance in investigating the house. However, some characters might be available as the story progresses a bit further. It's gonna be the 3 that you befriended first. I can't believe we're coming back in here again. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, that's because it probably isn't. And neither one of us would blame you if you turn back, if that's too late. No, thanks, I'll come with you. We get that practice exam next week after all. I need to familiarize myself with this old staff as much as possible before then. Besides, if I turn back, I'll just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Well, that's very kind. Thank you. There are only 3 of us, though, so I guess we need to watch the others' backs and proceed with caution. The underground should be through the main door, correct? That should take us right to the room where we fought that strolling gargoyle. Best to go in that way rather than falling through the trapdoor again. The argument's here. I really hope that thing hasn't regenerated yet. Okay. Huh? Whoa. Well, at least that monster is here from the looks of it. It doesn't look like we get any creepy statues ready to come to life either. Wait. Did I was like this in here? No. This room is definitely smaller than the last time we were here. How? I'd say it's about half the size, maybe even less. And there's things that are present that weren't here previously. Like that door. I don't remember that door ever being there last time. I don't remember there one being there, but at this point I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Strange though it may be, we should get a closer look. This is essentially why we came after all. Alright. Everybody's good on health. And equipment. I'm gonna go casual with these guys. Let's get this plant. Unbelievable. This isn't even the same place. I don't remember passing through an area like this at all. I don't either, because we didn't. The entire layout here has changed completely. How? I can sense the monster here too. What do you think we should do, Rain? The principal sent us out here to investigate these mysterious changes, and that's exactly what we're doing. Now that we've seen how the changes are, there's nobody to go back empty-handed. We should head in as far as we're able. Here we go then. May the goddess be with us. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Also, I have like the super rods from the last game, where we're not going to use those. A slug-like monster. This could be a little awkward to fight, no matter if we make use of our combat links. Yeah, we shouldn't have troubles with the monster when we work together. Should I put our combat ability to the test then? Absolutely. Let's show this thing what we're made of. We should form a combat link before trying to engage the enemy.
Let's get him! Alright.
Now, what just happened is,
Marcus, activate.
if the link is right, it's gonna have Elliot either supported with his link or whatever. Nope.
My turn. Marcus, activate.
Come on! It's my turn. Go!
everybody okay?
Well, that sure seems to do the trick. Yes, we fought well. If we can mess with these colonies, I'm pretty sure they'll prove useful in the battles ahead. We should probably try to practice as much as possible while the stakes are low and get used to them while we can. Yeah. Haha, indeed. Let's do turbo mode.
This looks like a good spot.
The wind's behind us. Let's go. It's my turn. My turn.
My turn!
Leave it to me. There. Go.
My turn! Is everybody okay? Now's our chance. We can do this!
Here we go. It's my turn. Marcus, activate.
Right!
Yeah.
Right!
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Yay! We're at the end!
Saving. Now we're going to battle.
Right.
Huh.
Watch out. This is a tough one. Leave it to me.
Minus demons.
We're open.
I'll take you up.
Here we go. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
Right.
Beat this boss.
Focus activate.
Miss.
Leave it to me. Now. My turn. All right.
It's over.
I go where the wind takes me.
Ooh, that was a tough battle. So we made it through. And we sure did. I'm starting to get used to the hang of the combat like stuff. Sorry about reading this off. It's whatever. I feel like the Arcus is practically synchronized my breathing with the two of you. That's a good way of putting it. It's a strange feeling, but not a bad one. I think we reached the end of the line, however. Sure looks that way, and didn't see any other routes we could have taken. It really does seem like the structure of the ruins completely changed since we were here last year. Yeah, it's a little hard to believe. I guess this means we're done here. We should head back outside. Okay, as long as the route we took here is supposed to be fine. Is it just me, or was that thing definitely not glowing before? No, I'm quite certain it wasn't. Did something cause it to turn on then? We should have a closer look. What just happened? We see the return to the entrance. But we were just at the exit. This place really is nothing but mysteries. Let's get out of here. The sun begins to set. Huh, we were in there for ages. We should probably get a report to the principal. Would you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Let's go. Well, this is certainly unexpected. So the layout has changed completely since last month. I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it progressed to such an extent. Do you know anything about the origins of those ruins? They look like they predate the school by, well, a lot. I'm afraid I can't be certain who constructed them nor exactly how long they've been around. But you're correct, they existed for at least several hundreds of years before this academy was founded. All signs point to the construction during the time of the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages? You mean the chaotic period the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1,200 years ago. Most ruined archaeologists have uncovered that from that period are full of strange things, some of which seem to have been, we don't understand. We're talking magic, alchemy, but inside the building completely changed. This layout, I have to say, that's a new one. Definitely not normal. Indeed, no record of such a phenomenon exists in the Academy's records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem. Oh, you got a mystery, alright. Well, I'll have to try and look around the place myself when I get a chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here. I greatly appreciate that. Strorzer, Craig, Warzel, thank you so much for all your hard work. It was no trouble at all. I'm happy to have been of assistance. Heh, yeah, it's always good to help. If you'll please excuse us then. The three of you did pretty well, and it seems you're getting the hang of using your Arcus too. Combat links are definitely making battles on the roads a lot easier. They could prove a lot asset we were able to match with him. Hard to get the timing right though. Well, just keep at it, and you'll be forming links with the other classmates eventually too, after all. And let me reiterate one thing once again, you've all done very well today. Especially Ring, I'm expecting great things from you next time. I'll do my best. Wait a second, what do you mean next time? Well, the way I see it, you're natural, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you want to do everything you can to help her out? Well, I'll kind of feel bad for her, but... fine. Okay, fine, I'm in, I guess. That's Irene. I'll pass the good old news to Toa then. Oh, and the principal has given you the okay to keep a hold of that schoolhouse key. You're welcome to poke around inside anytime you wish. Anyway, I'll be seeing you kids later. Toodles! Are you sure you're alright with this, Reen? Haha, yeah, I'm sure. It's not like I signed up to any club, so as long as I don't wind up doing 2 more than I had today, I'll be fine. Well, okay then. But if you need any assistance, please let me know. It's really no trouble. Same goes for me. And I'll be happy to come with you next time into the old schoolhouse, too. Is it Laura or is it Toa? I think it's Laura. Let's check. So if you don't mind, check this in the background. Come on. Oh, the other one is Elisa. Ferris. Good work today, Rain. Turns out your assistant was just what we needed. I was glad to take a bit of the weight off your shoulders. Huh, you really did. George really appreciates your help too. I'm amazed how much you can take care of that and just to get the old schoolhouse. If you did here, just let me know. My schedule's pretty flexible. I mean, I'll be at Thor's all year. Huh, thanks. You should head back to the dorm to get some well-deserved rest. She's still pretty busy. Are you still busy? I've got you out if you need him. I spent the whole day working, so a bit more won't kill me. Are you sure? You must be really tired. Don't worry about it. I can do a little bit. Help you out. Aw, thanks, Reen. That's really kind of you. I love you, insist. Reen helped Toa take care of the lady paperwork. Once they were done, she treated her some tea. Good, finally you're done. Hi, you had a lot on your plate. Not seeing how busy this is. Just there's so much that can't get done. I almost forget to take work home with me to finish everything in time. Are you sure you'll give it this though? What do you mean? Well, you said you'd help us out next month, right? Trust me, you shouldn't feel obligated to help just because your instructor told you to. It's fine, I mean it. Besides, it's not like I'm getting anything out of it. Yeah, I can't let the chance so I need to try to things. Oh yeah, I'll be able to figure out what to do in my life. I'm gonna be blunt here, Reen. Do you really need to push yourself like this? What? I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing your best and helping other people, but I'm a fan of both. But at the same time, it's important to take time to sit back and rest, too. You have to have a balance. Because if you don't, there may come a time when you want to work towards something important to you, but you can't. Oh, sorry. Things got really heavy there. I shouldn't be saying all this when I barely even know you. But I didn't want to see you hurt by yourself or going overboard or anything. Just because you're just as important as anyone else in this academy, even if you don't realize it yourself. Thank you, President Toa. I was kind of worried about being able to do enough while I was here, but this is kind of like a weight off my shoulders. Yeah, that's good then. And if you're ever feeling tired, feel free to come visit me. I think it's nice to see you. We can talk things over. Roger. I don't think I've ever met anyone with such a soothing personality. She's right though. Pushing myself too hard could really burn me out. And let's go to Elisa. What do you want? I'm in the middle of something if you didn't notice. Wait, are you on cleanup duty all on your own? As part of the job is the recruits. There was a noble girl here too, but she went home. Why made me tell you this? I need to explain myself to you. Just seems like she's gonna forgive me so soon. I need to find the chance to apologize to her properly. Do it. Mind if I help you out a bit? It seems like a lot of work for any one person to be doing on their own. I'm not gonna stop you. You better not try anything funny though. I won't. Sports club always seem like we're more trouble than what they're worth. First they set everything up, and they go through a grueling practice, and finally everything needs to be taken out again. Hey. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out, wasn't I? Huh? That's right, don't let it happen again. At this rate, I'm practically dead weight. I gotta make up for lost time. There we go. That should take care of most of it. But she's seriously trying to do this by herself. She must be really devoted to this club. Sorry, I was in your way, wasn't I? I'll start cleaning up the other stuff. That's not what I meant. Why am I being so stubborn? It's my chance, too. I haven't cleared everything up ready for Lisa about the days that wants to change back to their school uniform. Looks like we're done for the time being. Were you really able to clean up the whole club room all on your own? It's not like I would have let you in there anyway. This is a girls' club, remember? Right, good point. But you did help me out. Thank you. Huh? Nothing. Never mind. We're done here, so go away. Okay, see you. That went about well as a train crash. I guess I'll have to kill her with kindness to get back on speaking terms. Way to let the proper opportunity to sit there figures, Elisa. We can't keep doing this all year. She wants to apologize too, but she's being too stubborn. And I already got the link level going the highest at the moment, so. City dark stuff I can remember now being for the night. Is there a certain thing I need to do before I go? Oh, let's go to the cafe. It's a hidden quest I haven't done yet. I mean, this is bad. I'll take a while for it to get order now. A hidden quest. Does it really matter? Alright, yeah. Based on the red duds, I guess you're in from that new class at the academy. Yeah, but what'd you hear about the uniforms? I'll be a student here all the time, so I'll always have to be owed. Alright, a hidden quest I didn't do before. Cafeteria. What is it? Do you need something? You're not here to steal food, are you? No, of course not. I see, so Fred touch leaves, does he? There's something that has them right here. Really? Yep, they're all yours. Thank you very much. By the way, how do I... No payment necessary. That should be enough to last them a couple weeks. If you want some running short, you just ask I have one. Thank you. I'm going to beginning it. No, I want to go back to the dorm. Yeah!
Not bad. But I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner examination at all. Better do some studying. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week, what with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that Orbital radio back home, too. Never knew they made them this small, though. Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go.
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Radio Trista. Welcome, welcome. Don't touch that dial, listeners. You found the right place to be tonight. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abend Time, after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason, after all. Anyway, my name is Misty, and I'll be your host. Hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in every week or you might miss them.
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of April. Here in Trista, the beautiful lino flowers have passed their peak and begun to wilt. But wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way, as they serve to remind us just how fleeting this existence truly is. I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting to their new lives. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire nature every now and again? It's good for what ails you, I say.
Practical exam.
Okay, let's get your practical exam started, shall we? To be completely clear from the outset, this exam is about more than just testing your physical strength and stamina. It's designed to hone in on how capable you are of making strategic combat decisions on the fly. Defeating your opponent quickly is a good thing, certainly, but it won't be enough to score you high marks here.
Huh. Interesting.
So we're going to have to use our heads for this one, huh?
You'll see. Anyway, let's get this month's exam started, shall we? Reen, Elliot, Gaius, you're up first. Please step forward.
Yeah, only first because they're the first people I were able to use.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
You make preparations you deem necessary before the beginning of the practical exam. Open the kit menu will allow you to customize parts, equipment, or permits as well as save your progress. Let's go ahead and save it. So I'll have to go back and do this again. And I'm New Game Plus, so I shouldn't have to do as much stuff.
All right, then. Here we go.
What's that?
A monster?
No. I'm not sensing any life coming from it at all.
That's right. Think of it like a scarecrow. Only it's a moving scarecrow, I guess. Either way, it's not alive. I've set its parameters fairly high, though, so it is formidable. But if you give it your all, I'm confident you can beat it. Probably. Make good use of your Arcus's combat link abilities, for example, and I bet it'll be a piece of cake. Hint, hint.
So that's what you're playing at.
All right, begin.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
No one is knocked out during the battle.
Right.
Go!
It's my turn.
Here we go! All right. They're open!
I'll set you up! My turn!
Go!
That's that. Let's keep moving.
We won.
Don't know how, though.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Excellent use of combat links, too. Seems like the practice you got in the old schoolhouse really paid off.
It just may have.
Oh? Have those three been training in secret?
All right, on to the second group. Laura, Emma, Eustace. Come forward.
Tougher than I thought it would be. It does seem like combat links are the key to fighting it effectively, though.
That's rather unfortunate.
Instructor, may I ask a question? What exactly was that marionette we just fought?
Yeah, that thing was weird. Machine, maybe? Never seen anything else like it.
Just a little something I got roped into working with a while back. I'd rather not use it if I don't have to, but I can't deny it serves as a valuable function. And it's rather customizable, too. I mean, it did its job quite well during our test, didn't it? So there you go.
I get the feeling there's a whole lot she'd rather not tell us.
Anyway, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. But as you might recall, I told you I had a big announcement for you today, too. Are you all ready to hear what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's about a special part of Class 7's curriculum. Give up? It's really bugging you now, isn't it? Well, I'll come clean. The special task you're about to be assigned is none other than a field study.
Field study?
Oh, I don't like the sound of this one bit.
You'll be split into two groups, A and B, and each sent to a different location. And while you're there, you'll be given a number of tasks to complete. Doesn't that sound like fun?
We only just got to the academy, and we're already being sent somewhere else?
Will you not be coming with us, instructor?
Oh, of course not. It'd be much too easy for you if I were there to bail you out every time the waters of life came seeping in. You've got to be cruel to be kind and all that.
Well, I'm certainly not opposed to a challenge if it allows me to advance my training.
Instructor Valentine, where exactly will we be going, and when?
Ah, yes, about that. As I said, you'll be split into two groups, A and B. Each of you, please come forward and take one of these to see how the groups have been divided and where each is being sent.
Alright, so April is going to be Reen, Elisa, Lori, and Elliot. So I'm not going to have Gaius with me. And then B is Emma, Machias, Eustace, Fee, and Gaius. And they're going to Parm. I believe you go to Parm in the 3rd and 4th games. But Celtic is a main part in the 1st and 2nd.
What?
Well, these are certainly some interesting groupings.
Celtic and Parm. Are they both in Erebonia?
Yeah, Kildik's a market town on the east side of the Empire.
And Parm is situated in the deep south. It's known for its spinners.
All that way? How irritating.
I'm less worried about where we're going than the utter lack of sense that went into these groupings.
Unbelievable.
You'll be leaving this weekend, and we'll be out in the field for 2 days' time. Your means of reaching your respective locations will, of course, be by train. So do make sure you're thoroughly prepared, rested, and rearing to go before the big day.
Your rank's gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little something from the Academy. Thank you for everything.
Huh. Anniversary.
I still haven't been able to apologize to her. We can't exactly avoid working with one another when we're in the same group. I'm sure this is pretty awkward for her too, so I really want to say something, but when am I going to get the chance?
Chance.
Morning, Elisa.
Morning.
You're, early. We don't have to be here for another 20 minutes, you know.
Well, the same goes for you. What time did you wake up?
Around 5, I think? Though I always try to be up by then.
Oh, really? Morning practice? Oh, you haven't joined any clubs, have you? So I guess not.
How does she know that? No, it's just a force of habit. I've gotten used to waking up early. You're in the lacrosse club, right? So I'm guessing you do have to deal with morning practice sometimes.
Yeah, twice a week, apparently. I'm really sorry. Why are you apologizing? That was certainly interesting. But no, I really am sorry. I knew it was just an unfortunate accident from the very beginning. I mean, I was on top of you. I kind of lost my head, and before I knew it, I'd slapped you. And you had your hands out like you were trying to catch me, right? So if anything, I should be thanking you.
Don't worry about it. That trapdoor was obviously designed so we wouldn't get hurt from the fall. If I hadn't tried to play the hero, I wouldn't have been pinned under you, and none of this would have happened.
There's no way you could have known that, though. No matter how you look at it, I'm the one in the wrong here. So thank you for trying to protect me. And sorry again.
No, it's... I mean, you're welcome. Sorry, I have trouble with these kinds of things. My little sister is always getting on my case for being so easily flustered.
Oh, you have a younger sister? That's a question for another time. I think I'm the same way. I've been trying to apologize for the past couple weeks now, but every time I set my mind to it, I always just wound up avoiding you.
Really? You did try to help me out in class last week, though.
Oh, yeah. That. I was hoping that would give us a chance to talk. But even then, I just avoided you afterward.
Still, I really did appreciate it. So, thanks again.
You're welcome. Anyway, we've safely established that what happened wasn't your fault, but the result of it is another issue entirely.
The result? What are we talking about now?
Oh, come on! You have to know what I mean.
this is still in regards to the accident in the old schoolhouse, right?
Yes! Specifically the part where your face ended up right in my... you know, and I forbid you from ever thinking about that, ever. Forget it ever happened. Are we clear?
Yes, perfectly. Trying to avoid thinking about it is just going to make it harder to forget, though.
Huh?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. A lovely day, isn't it?
Looks like you finally managed to make up, too.
Yep.
Well...
Yeah, I think we're on good terms now. Thanks for your concern.
I'm glad to hear it. It's been a bit trying watching the two of you simmer these past weeks. And I know Elisa has been desperate to apologize for her behavior this whole time.
Whoa, whoa! That's only because I thought it would be awkward for two people who aren't talking to work together in the same group. Don't go getting the wrong idea or anything.
Whatever you say.
Well, as long as the two of you have smoothed things over, that's what's important.
Now that we're all here, let's say we head out. The train's not due for a while longer, so this could be a good opportunity. We can swing by a few shops and stock up on supplies before heading to the station.
That's a good idea, actually. The Academy's facilities are supposed to be open early today, too.
Oh, that's perfect. We can make use of the engineering club's facilities before we head out, too.
Shall we depart, then?
All rare quartz and accessories have been unpicked from the Gorilla Group's members. Alright, so we are going to equip everyone that we need to. So we've got two long rangers, a heavy hitter, and a swordsman. See what she got. She has shining. Okay, so she needs like some heavier stuff. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, Laura's not going to be your magic user, so if anything, you want to equip her with things that can cause like heavier attacks and defenses. Because her defense is strong. Let's also see what they're equipped with. Just making some changes real quick. There we go. Start with that first. And now we're going to go on our first field study to get to like the plot of the game-ish. Good morning, everyone. Are you all prepared to leave as well? Morning. Good morning. You're all good to go then? Yes, Parma is quite a distance from here. We're not likely to arrive before evening. Concerning in general, its relative location has ceased to be an accurate estimate. It seems it's the southernmost town in Arabonia. Just makes you realize how big the empire really is. But they're still at it, huh? Have they been like this the entire time? I'm afraid so. I think we may underestimate how deeply rooted their differences are. I'm sick of them already. Fee. If only they were willing to put aside their differences, such as Reen and Lisa. Oh, now that you mentioned it, I guess you're finally able to make up with them, huh? It's not like we were getting along that poorly. Besides, we haven't known each other enough to call it making up. That's good news, Reen. Well done. Huh, thanks, I guess. Why does everyone make such a big deal out of it? Passenger service for Heimdall. Now we're arriving on platform 2. We ask that all customers utilizing this service please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Time to go. Well, best of luck. I was hoping that you won't need it. Getting those two to work together sure doesn't seem like it would be an easy task. We'll do what we can. Good luck to all of you. Please take care. It's our first field study. Let's show them what we're made of. Of course. Later. I wonder if they'll be okay. As long as they miss the guys with them, things shouldn't get too out of hand. Now, Fee, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from her. She doesn't seem like the type that will cause a ruckus, at least. I'm concerned for them as well, but I believe we should be focused on our own trials right now. You're right. Let's go buy our tickets. Wrong one. Welcome, you're the students from Class 7, correct? And your destination today is Keldic? Yep, that's right. Guess they're ready and waiting for us. I expect Instructor Sarah had made considerable preparations on our behalf. Sure looks that way, not that I'm complaining. The train for Keldic will be parted from Platform 1. It's not due just yet. You can buy your ticket to Fancy Polite and wait for its arrival. Very good. That's 4 passengers bound for Keldic. I'll have the tickets for you in just a moment. Passengers are bound for Crossbell. Now arriving on Platform 1, we ask that all passengers wishing to board wait, what? Oh, you read fast for me. Okay, never mind. Crossbell is the location of the second arc, Zero and Azure. I'll be playing Zero when it comes out in September. So, it's about an hour from Celtic from here, right? Yes, I believe so. I just changed trains there when I originally came from Trista. Oh, you're right, you're from Graham. That would be the direction of Brayheart. After changing Celtic, right? That's correct. After which point it would be necessary to switch again at Brayheart. It's situated in a very remote part of the country. Well, you say the same from where I'm from too. As I understand it, Celtic is mostly a merchant town, right? Yeah, that's been the main source of tourism for some time, mostly thanks to the Grand Market. It couldn't hurt to go over what we know about the town before we get there. As Elliot stated, Celtic is a market town at its core. It's in the eastern province of Frutzen, and has been a major trading hub for a very long time. It's also an major interchange station connecting Heimdall with Brayheart and even Crossbell. The area itself is known as having a large of granaries, though this has been, of course, overshadowed in recent years by the aforementioned Grand Market. Virtually anything can be produced there, from farm produce, jewels, and Brayheart furs to imported goods from afar. That does sound awfully impressive. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. I'll be too if we actually could have a chance to take in the sights, but there's no telling what kind of crazy thing Instructor Sarah planned for us. Boy, isn't that the truth. I can't even hazard a guess to what this field study might involve. Being part of our curriculum, though, it's a safe bet to assume it won't be easy. If it were, it would be hardly worth the trip. First, I'm looking forward to learning the true nature of our excursion. I suppose that is a good way of looking at it. Well, we'll find our answer when we get there. We're supposed to drop by the inn as soon as we arrive. There should be an envelope waiting for us with details on our mission. Yeah, that's right. This little trip thing seems really well planned out, don't you think? Even the station employees knew we were coming. That just goes to show you how they kept the expectations of all of you. Whoa! Hey, instructor. I was wondering why you were nowhere to be seen this morning. Looks like Group A is all present and accounted for. Good. And I'm relieved that you finally managed to make up. You said this is old news. Have you been spying on this whole time? So, what brings you here, instructor? I thought you were planning on staying back at the academy. Well, considering this is your first time out in the field, I assume you probably be positively lost without me. So I decided to run loose until you finish checking in at the end. Oh, well, thanks. I guess, but... Oh, God. I think Group B could use your help a little more. Would have not been for me, but I accompany the others. But they'd be a nightmare to deal with. I may still have to go to them, though, if those two get out of control, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. See, I knew full well that Eustace and Marcus wouldn't get along, but to put them in the same group anyway, I just suspect them as much, but it's hard to really confirm it so nonchalantly. Anyway, don't pay me in mind. You four feel free to keep talking. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm going to take a little nap right here. What? She's asleep already? Incredible. I don't think I've ever seen someone less inclined to be an educator than her. Maybe we're better off than just letting her sleep. I should probably wake her up when we get to Celtic, though. Alrighty, so I'm gonna cut it off here. We are now... We are about to reach Celtic, and I want to take a break. So, excuse me, Lord Jesus, why me? Sorry, but we are going to take a break. I'll probably stream either tomorrow or something. We'll see how it goes. And thank you for tuning in and watching if you have. I'll be putting this up on YouTube later. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other and enjoy this beautiful day. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Ta-ta for now. We'll see you next time.